Hello everyone. I'm so sorry, I have been so MIA on YouTube. I've been so busy, I feel like so many things have been going on. My posting schedule just went completely out of the window, but I am trying to get back into it. Today we are recreating the Queen's makeup look, and that is Sabrina Carpenter. I've been so obsessed with her makeup look, especially the rosy blush cheeks, the dewy skin, everything. I just love it so much, so I thought we could recreate it. I'll show you guys some photos of the vibes we're going for, but I mean, you guys probably know by now, she is literally the it girl at the moment. But I am so excited, so let's get into it. I'm going to start off with some of the Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner to prep my skin. We want it to be super hydrated and glowy because Sabrina's skin looks like a mirror. I feel like I need to catch you guys up though. There has been so much going on. It's been insane. 3 days ago, I went to Silverstone to watch the British Grand Prix, which was quite literally a dream come true. And then I guess I've literally just been going to events on and off. I've been in Manchester for a little while, so filming was just so difficult, but I promise I'll be trying to get back on track. And then for moisturizer, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Cream. It's literally my favorite moisturizer in the world. This is going to make your skin look like it's reflective. It makes your skin so hydrated. Look how cute my mirror is as well. I feel like this is so Sabrina Carpenter. My skin is not doing its best right now. It probably doesn't look like it on the camera, but I've got quite a few little breakouts at the moment. But you know when you get super busy and you kind of neglect your skin, I was just doing my makeup in such a rough way and I was going to bed with it on. It was just not a vibe. Do you see what I mean about that making your skin look so glowy? I love it so much. I don't usually wear foundation, but I've been loving the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. Mine is in shade 115C and it also has SPF 35, which I really like. But you'll see when I put it on, it just has a really nice finish and kind of just looks like skin. I feel like that's the vibe of Sabrina Carpenter's makeup, is to look like you're not wearing makeup, but at the same time, you want to look like a glazed donut. It just does a really good job of evening your skin tone as well. And then to make sure the blend is seamless, I always go in with a beauty blender sprayed with setting spray. And it just gets rid of any brush lines and just makes it look a little bit more flawless. I'm looking like a little bit of a ghost, but I promise, trust the process and we're gonna look amazing. Next up, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Wear Even Concealer in shade 15N. You guys know how much I love this concealer. It is definitely one of the best. And this concealer isn't too bright, so it's gonna keep our under eyes nice and natural, but covering those dark circles. And I'm just gonna put it on my spots. And I'm gonna go in with the blender I always use just because I find it gives me the nicest finish. And then I'm also bringing the excess on my eyelid because I have really veiny eyelids that need covering. I take it all back. Now I am looking like a ghost, but it's okay because it's bronzer time. I've been loving this bronzer from Nude Sticks. It is the Nudies Matte Bronzer in shade Bondi Bell. The finish of this is so nice. It is mattifying, but I kind of love that if you're layering like a dewy blush over the top. And as well, I find the colour really complements my skin tone. I'm going to put 3 dots just on my cheekbones. And then I'm just going to do a couple of dots along my forehead and then along the sides of my nose to really bronze things up. When I blend it out, I kind of like stipple it in rather than rubbing it, because when I rub it, I find my makeup either separates or it just looks a little bit muddy. So yeah, if you stipple it in, I find the finish is a lot more natural. Also, it has made me so happy. Over on Instagram, I've had quite a few messages of people saying they want my YouTube vlogs back. That is honestly the biggest compliment ever. Like, knowing that you guys enjoy my vlogs is such a nice feeling because so much time and filming goes into those, and I'm just so glad you guys are enjoying them. And I feel bad because I just don't film them as often as I should, but I'm really gonna try. I know I always say that, but I'm really gonna try and film more. I'm just blending my nose and you can see the finish. It just gives me such a gorgeous sun-kissed look. And then when I've blended that out, I usually want a little bit more, so I'm just going to use my brush straight onto the bronzer and just dab it in some more because I like to be quite bronze. And voila, that is the bronzer done. Now I can't decide whether to do my blush or my brows. I'm going to do my brows next because I'm excited for the blush and I want to save the best till last. I'm using the iconic London Triple Precision Brow Definer, and Sabrina's eyebrows are quite fluffy but also quite defined, so we're going to go in with the pencil and give them a little bit more shape and colour, and then go in with like a defining brow gel. And then I'm just going to go in with the spoolie just to make sure everything is even. And for those wondering, this brow pencil is in shade Blonde. It's like the perfect blondie brown colour because I find having blonde hair with dark roots, it's so hard to find a brow pencil that goes with my hair. But this one is perfect. And then I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty Clear Brow Gel. I find that this is the best at really making my brows more defined and like sticking them up. So I'm just going to brush that all the way through. And then lastly, Sabrina's brows are actually quite dark, so I'm going to go in with the defining pen on the brow pencil. I'm just really gently just going to brush this through just to add a little bit more depth. And there we go. That is how I'm going to do my brows. Okay, it is my favourite time. It is blush time. I'm going to use quite a few different blushes to get the perfect blush shade. The first one we're going to go in with is viral at the moment. It is the Rode Pocket Blush in shade Piggy. This is like the perfect baby pink blush colour. Hailey absolutely smashed it. And I also love the consistency of these blushes. They're very pigmented, but also so creamy and easy to blend. I'm going to put that all over my cheek. It's so pretty. I just love it so much, and I also think the name is so cute, like Piggy. And then I'm going to use this brush from Hourglass just to blend it out. I'm just going to dab it in. And Sabrina's blush kind of goes up her cheekbone as well, so I'm just going to blend it upwards. I feel like that is just so pretty. I think it's my favourite blush at the moment. I'm then going to layer up with some of the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush in shade Happy. This is like a baby pink again, but a little bit more peachy toned. I just feel like these two will just be the perfect pinky colour. And I am just using a brush just to make sure it's not too much because we don't want to be giving sunburn. We're going to go in with some liquid highlight. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer in shade Enlighten. This is so Sabrina Carpenter, I feel like. When you look at her cheeks, she's always glowing, but it's like this golden glow. I love it so much. I'm just putting a little bit on my cheekbones and on my nose. And for this, I'm just going to use my fingers just to blend it out. Look at the glow it gives your skin. It is such a good liquid highlighter. So gorgeous, and we will be going in with a powder highlighter afterwards. Sabrina's under eyes always look very matte but very bright, so we're going to go in with a setting powder. I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in shade Pound Cake because it's brightening but it's not a white powder, so it won't be too much. And I'm also going to use a little Huda powder puff as well. Now I don't want to get rid of the glow and the dew that we have, so I'm literally just going to get a little bit on the corner of the powder puff, tap the excess onto my hand, and I'm just going to go in the inner corner but not all the way around my eye. And you can see that really disguises my under eye lines and just brightens everything up. But the Huda powder is just so good at giving your skin that flawless finish. I'm also going to take some just on my chin so my makeup doesn't budge, and also just around the sides of my nose. And there we go. We're going to do my eyes next, and then we're going to come back to the face with the powder products. I've had a look at Sabrina's makeup and she doesn't really wear proper, you know, like colourful eyeshadow. It's more like adding a blush or a bronzer to the lid just to give it a little bit more, I don't know what you call it. And then she has a really bright inner corner, so I'm very excited to do that. This Benefit duo, it has the Shelly blush and the Hoola bronzer, and what I think is if we mix them together and just put them on the outer corner, but I don't want to add too much, I just want to make it look quite subtle. I think that's perfect. It really brings in the blush to the eyes. It's kind of like the same colour. And then I'm going to put a little bit of highlight in the inner corner, but before that I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Ambient Leopard palette, and this has such pretty highlighter shades. And I find that shimmers get the most pigment when I apply them with my fingers, so I'm going to mix these two here, and I'm just going to use my finger and put them in my inner corner. And it's not like a really metallic shimmery pigment, it's a lot more subtle and natural, which I think is definitely the vibe. The sun has come to say hello. All of a sudden I am blinded. And then I'm going to curl my eyelashes. I'm so sorry about the sun. There is unfortunately not much I can do about it, but it kind of makes the skin look glowier, so we're not complaining. I'm going to use a layer of the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. We don't have to worry about the lashes being too perfect because I'm going to put half lashes over the top. But I love this mascara because it's a tubing one. I don't think I could go back to normal mascaras after trying tubing ones. I'm just going to do a layer of that. You want to make sure your inner lashes are looking good though, because we're not going to put lashes over the top of those, so if you can, you want them nice and separated and not clumped together. Oh my god, it's so scary. When the sun comes out, my apartment like clicks and clacks. I don't know why, but I think it's a temperature change, but I'm always like, are we falling down? This is the mascara and this is without, and that's only one layer, and I just feel like it adds all the difference. And then this is my little life hack in terms of using lash glue. I don't actually know anyone else that does this. So I'm using the Eyelure Clear Lash Glue, and what I do is I get a really tiny like pencil brush and I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I get the lash glue and literally just draw it on to my lash line. I find that when I put the glue onto the eyelash itself, it's a lot harder to stick and it doesn't stay as precise. Whereas this, I don't find my lash lifts throughout the day or budges or anything like that. And then for the actual lashes themselves, these are so good and they're so affordable. I will link them in the description. These are from Amazon, and I think they were about £5 for 8 sets, which is incredible. And they're the perfect half lashes. They're so feathered and I just feel like they complement your eyes so much. I am going to take some of those and I just place them directly onto the glue, and they just stick so perfectly. And they give your eye that gorgeous kind of fox effect. I just find it so much easier though, sticking your lashes on this way, like putting the lash glue on beforehand. I don't know why, it just is such a quick process for me. When I've got the lash glue on the actual lash, I'm like faffing around with it and it's messy. It's just not working out. And I'm just using my nails just to squeeze the lash glue onto my lash line. They are the lashes, and looking at Sabrina's, I'm just going in with a little bit of black liner. This is the Rare Beauty one, and I'm just going to really carefully just add a little bit of liner on my inner lash line, just so the lash kind of looks a little bit more natural set on my eyes. And that is perfect. I love this liner so much. It's very precise and easy to use. Okay, powder blush. I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty one in shade Hope, and it's very similar to the blushes we used before but with extra shimmer. That is so pretty. I love it so much. These blushes are probably one of my favourite Rare Beauty launches. And then the bright highlight I was talking about is the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. And I'm going to go in with a very small, precise brush. So I'm just going to do quite a lot on the inner corner. And I'm going to do underneath my brow as well. And my Cupid's bow. And then for my cheekbones, I'm going to use my finger and just do a little amount. And then I'm also going to layer up the highlight with this Dior Backstage palette, and I'm going to use this shade here. And those are our eyes done. And Sabrina always has quite a defined lip liner with a lighter lip gloss over the top, so I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner. I'm not 100% certain if this is going to be the perfect shade, but we will give it a go. This Wet n Wild lip oil in shade Revealed. That is such a beautiful lip oil. I love that so much. I've actually never tried it, but I think it might be one of my new favourites. And then the final step, can we guess what it is? I'm going to get the Piggy Road blush, get it on my finger, and just do a little bit more. And I'm just going to do a little bit on my nose as well. And we're going to use some Rare Beauty setting spray. I'm going to unclip my bangs. Oh my god, this one is crazy. And that is my finished makeup look inspired by Sabrina. I am in love. I think it might be one of my go-to makeup looks from now on. I love it so much. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm so interested if any of you have recreated it as well. Also, all of the products I use will be linked in the description. I can't get over it. I really miss doing a little bit more glam than usual. I feel like it's so fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you in my next video.